Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Toastmasters. Congratulations to all of us. We are ready to begin our club, USM Health Campus Bilingual Toastmasters Club. So this is only the second club in Kelantan, and it is the first. I think this is the first ever in USM Health Campus. Congratulations to all of you who already joined as chartered members of the Toastmasters, the one who founded the club. So, as all of you have known, I am Dr. Japa. I am the Vice President Education. I am representing the President of our club, Dr. Azia. Majority in our club members are very new, so I would like all of you to go to the website, Toastmasters website, and I think all of you will get the login and the password through your email. And then after you already log in and enter your password in the website toastmasters.org, then you will come to this main website. As you can see, this is the menu. This is the home page. Then you can see the home page. You can read through public speaking tips, the tools that you can use, and the quick links, and you can read through member testimonials and such. But before you begin anything, before you start any of the pathways or speech, I would like you to go to the membership area, this first, and then you can read through all the pages, but I would like you to open this link, the club experience. Okay, so the club experience, I want you, all of you, to view this video first, because this video will explain everything about how every meeting will be done. So our first meeting will be next week on the 17th of July on Tuesday, about 5 to 7 p.m. So make sure everyone comes on time. So this is the video, so you can view all the club meeting rules. To begin with, we will start the club meeting rules. Me, Dr. Azia, Sangeeta, and all the ESCO members and one with more experience will take on the club meeting rules. So subsequent meeting, other members are encouraged to take up the role as well. So next, you can read through all the other page, so you can see all the roles explained. Every meeting we will have role player. Somebody will become Toastmasters of the day, somebody will become grammarian and such. I will not waste time in this video to explain everything. You have to watch the video in the previous page. Okay, next, if you meet not older, everyone is young, the earlier generation of Toastmasters members, they were on the classic pathway, so-called. You will hear something about competent communicator, competent leaders, a lot of other jargons that might be strange to you. But starting from 2019 and onwards, everyone enrolling into the Toastmasters international program will go into the pathways journey. Okay, so the pathways, you can learn more through here, and then the first time you join as a member, the first pathways will be free. Subsequently, after you completed one pathway, there is 10 pathway. The pathway is designed to as like a guideline, and every pathway is different. Only the level 1 is the same. Okay, so you can take the assessment here, click here, and then it will show you some question. Because I already in one of the pathway, I cannot access this. So if I want to take the assessment, I will have to pay additional $20. But if you look through, there is a lot of videos in YouTube. You can search tutorial Toastmasters pathways.
Fellow members of
Okay,
Toastmasters District 97P. I am
so
currently
in
completing
this
a
video,
Toastmasters. In this case,
it shows you the login, and then you click, and then when you click launch, you launch. The navigator is the one that will navigate you through the pathway selection as well as the base camp. So you can continue to pass selection, then you can select the base camp, and then you can take the select assessment. For all default purposes, we will use English as a default language. So you have to answer all the questions that they ask. This is for the algorithm of the website to help you for choosing the right path. You can choose the path on your own without having to go through the questionnaires, but I will suggest you to go through the questionnaires, and then they will suggest you the best match and the other two associated or encouraged pathway to be taken. Myself, I took presentation mastery because I want to develop my presentation skill. So otherwise, you can also take the other path, additional path. You can see this is the presentation mastery that I took, and motivational strategy is one of the few friends that I have in pathways. They took motivational strategies, and sometimes some people take dynamic leadership, and but depends on your. You can read more to know the explanation on it. Okay, after you already selected the pathways, after you already selected your pathways, you can go to the base camp. So go to base camp. So find your way after you selected your pathway, and then you can choose. You after you already chosen your pathway, you need to go to the base camp. The base camp is where all the online resources, all the educational material on the pathway will be there. Okay, so like me, I have two clubs here, like Toastmasters and UKM Bangi, my previous club before USM Health Campus. So I will click login as a member to the base camp. So inside the base camp, they will open you a separate new website. So this is the guide over there, and then next, next, next. If you're new, you can take this link, click this link, navigating the base camp. It will show you deep tutorial on what to and how to navigate the website, okay, and how to use. So when I have chosen my presentation mastery pathway, it will show here. So then you will have to click the open curriculum. Okay, so like me, I'm already in the level 3. So if to all of you, all of you will be starting from the level 1. So level 1, complete the projects at level 1 to develop or enhance your understanding of the fundamental skills needed to be a successful public speaker and evaluator. The level 1 project focus on speech writing, basic speech delivery, as well as receiving, applying, and delivering effective feedback. So your first speech will be icebreaker. So this level 1 will be the same for all the pathways. Level 2 onward will be different for all the different pathways. Okay, so when you start your pathways, only the icebreaker can be clicked. So you will click launch. One moment, sorry. Okay, so let's say before, okay, it's okay, sorry. So before the launch button is there, there is something like start. I can't remember, but you can click launch. Make sure to off the pop-up blocker of your web browser, because it will always open in a pop-up blocker. This is very you can't correct it. It's just the way it is. It's not annoying by any means, but it's okay. So after you already open this web browser, so I usually maximize it, the the new web browser that has been pop up to open. So this is where you will go through step by step on what will this one. Already I already finished this, so it's straight away congratulations first. So the first one, you will meet page like this, then you click next. So you can enlarge it a little bit. You may have participated in an icebreaker activity, then you can read. For all of you who are new, I suggest you to read through it. So printing your project, so you can download. So for all assignment details and requirement, review the project checklist. So you can click here, and then it will open in a new website, in a new window. So the project checklist, it will show you what is the purpose for the project. So every level have few project. So one project might contain one speech, sometimes up to 3 speech in one project. So after you completed all the requirement of the project, you are considered completed the project. So after you completed all the project inside a level, then you already considered finish the level, completed the level. So you can get certificate of the level 1 presentation. Like me, I already got the presentation mastery level 1. Okay, so if you see here, I usually save all the PDF in a folder inside my laptop. So you should schedule your speech with the Vice President Education, which is me. You can tell me when you want to do. Write your speech, rehearse your speech. Okay, after you have completed all component of the assignment, log in to complete the second portion of the assignment. Okay, I will show you later. So go back to the pop-up screen. You can read the purpose, overview. Then before you do your speech, you need to take the test pre-test. So this is what they will teach you in this online resource. So for every project, they will show you this online resource tool. So you must read through and try to learn what they want to teach you. So this is the good thing about pathways. The mentor and the one instructor is the web resources. They have a lot of text, a very good one, and then they have some videos that you can play. So they will teach you how to do the icebreaker and such. So you can download the icebreaker speech outline worksheet. So you can use this worksheet to write your speech out. So every prepared speech must a good way to, because you are preparing a speech to be given to an audience, you will have to write down the speech in a point form or some people will do it in a long sentence. I will not encourage the long sentence. It's better to do it in a point form, or it's up to you, whatever you are comfortable with. So this is the worksheet or the guideline or like a framework on how to write your speech before you're giving the speech later. Okay, so moving back to the pop-up screen, organize your speech. They will teach you how to do speech, topic, opening, body, and conclusion. And then write it out, remember your outline, and connect with the audience. Okay, so you can rehearse in front of a mirror. I always do that. Sometimes for contests, I rehearse with my friends and my colleagues. So there is two arrow. This is the big arrow for the navigation of the slides presentation, but inside it sometimes there is arrow like this: next, next, next. This is the point form of what they want to tell you. Okay, so this is time yourself is very important. I always do that because you need to keep your speech to a very set time, to a very precise time. Okay, so you can click inside here, pacing, organization, review, moment to moment. Okay, I think it's slightly different from what I read before. They already updated the content, I guess. Relax, breathe, and enjoy. So enjoy your ice-breaking speech, because ice-breaking is all about you. I still remember ice-breaking speech is the best speech that I ever delivered. Okay? So receive feedback, and then you click the next, next, next. Evaluating yourself. Okay. After your speech is complete, so you need to evaluate yourself whether you have done good or not. So review and apply. Okay, so this one you can click more, more, more. Project checklist, the one that you already download in the first one, same one. Okay, so the next one is the important one. You have to click on the evaluation resource. Okay, there is two way. Every time you come to the meeting to give prepared speech, is the way you can practice and improve your public speaking, calm down your anxiety during speech. So every time you do speech, you may need, or me or president or anyone else may assign you an evaluator to evaluate your speech and give feedback and comments. So you can either print it out, this form, or you can email me the PDF form, because every project the evaluation form is different. Sometimes one project has 3 speech, each first, second, third speech have different evaluation form, because they have a different purpose statement, notes for the evaluator, and so this is the space that you can write on. So I usually write the comment on my iPad. I directly write electronically, so I can send you back the feedback through email. But most of the people will print it out, and up to recently only, for myself, for the evaluation form for my speech, I always print it out, so I can give to my evaluator. She or he can put in her evaluation and comments, and I will take it back and I will compile it and I will show to my VPE to confirm my completion of the project. So speech outline worksheet, this one already show you. Okay, so evaluation form is the most important thing to be printed out every time you give speech. Okay, so print my project, evaluation resource, so you can save all the PDFs. So another one, the resources, you can, the whole thing that you already learned inside this PowerPoint slideshow, you can download it in print my project. So inside this print my project is the whole thing about the Icebreaker level 1 project. Okay, So he will teach you everything inside your assignment and all competencies. So this one you don't need to print it out. You can read it on yourself in your iPad, in your iPhone, Android phone, or whatever, and you can refer back to the file. I keep all the PDF in my laptop in my thumb drive in a specific folder, level 1, level 2, and so on. Okay, so this is the whole thing regarding the content and the resources that they want to teach you on how to give a good speech. Okay, so moving on, after come back to this page. So after you already reach this page, if you click next, you will get the assess your skills after. Okay, this is only you supposed to be done after you have done the speech. So what you need to do is you need to exit and get out, come to the meeting, do your speech. After you have done your speech, open up your laptop, and then you need to launch it back, and then think back, reflect on the speech that you have given. It's not the amount of speech, whether you give 4, 5 or speech, it doesn't matter. It's how much you can get out, how much you can get out of every speech, all the feedback, comments, how much you can learn from each speech that you give. So after you have done your speech, you should come back and launch the pop-up window, and then go to the segment assess your skills after. Okay, so after the assignment project, I already evaluate myself to 4,445. So, and then you should go to the end, until the end and answer everything, and then you click the last arrow, congratulations. After you have reached this congratulations, when you exit the window, then you can see the icebreaker will be completed. Okay, and the tick mark will be here. Then the second one will be available to be start and to be launched. So once you launch, you will go through the same thing that I have already shown you, the pathway steps on going on the next project. So the next project will be evaluation and feedback. So the evaluation and feedback have 3 speech. Okay, so icebreaker 1, evaluation and feedback 3, researching and presenting is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, number 5. So in level 1 you were supposed to give 5 speeches, and then every speech that you already given, you need to keep a proof, a documented proof that you already given your speech. Let's say you are unable to come to the USM Health campus, or you are interested to go to join to other club like Magical Tanah Merah or Terengganu or Kuala Lumpur. You can go there by telling the vice BPE or president before you join, saying that you want to give a speech. So after somebody have evaluated you and write down on the evaluation form, you need to keep in somewhere safe, to keep all the 5 evaluation form, and at the end you need to show it to me, to VPE, to ratify or confirm that you already did all the 5 speeches and complete all the projects. Okay, after that you can click on the you can click on the finishing of the level 1, the last one, and then you can send the request to be certified completion by the VPE and the president. Okay, so after I have satisfied with the evidence, it doesn't have to be evaluation. I just want to know whether you already did your speech or not. That's all. Okay, so after that I can VPE and president must both approve the completion of each level for you to proceed to the next level. So the next level will be level 2. Level 2 will have in every pathway which be different. So level 3 is mine, level 4, level 5. Okay, so sometimes they have this elective project like lessons learned and all, a lot of projects. So it will get uh, more and more interesting as you go on. See, the level 4, create a podcast, building a social media presence. I have to write a compelling blog, manage online meetings, question and answer session, and other things. Okay, but I haven't reached that yet. So, and then you can check all the other place like tutorial and resources, but the other place have not much of a thing inside. But you can feel free to feel free to explore this base camp. So I hope everyone should activate and launch their level 1 pathway, level 1 first project icebreaker, and I hope to get a few prepared speech in the next upcoming meeting. Thank you everyone for participating in creating our new club. I hope this club will be a success for the benefit of all of us. Thank you.